Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up for the bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's the beast. Chevy go up, down. You go bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Give me the bounce, that, switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. About to telling me something, maybe. If you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce. Make it bounce. Bounce for me. Bounce. Make it bounce. Bounce for me. Get on a handstand. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. All right.
All right now. All right now.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital and then we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the Bay, watch the women.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome everybody to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They pick the handoff, now Stafford. It's caught, Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Play action on first down. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
They send a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. Running down the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Stafford now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Hunt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Darnold. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring Valdez-Scantling in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's taken in by Cup. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They motion the tight end over. Darnold looking to throw. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stafford from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing we woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Sly's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous up. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
First throw for the backup now. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Some of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to throw it. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, listen, if you're going to make that call, you better be sure you're going to pull it off. Failure takes points right off the board.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Jared Verse on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
to throw here on first down. Chased out to his right. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Stafford now on first down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead down to 4. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Continuing to move past the 45. He could do it! One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. A give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They take the handoff now. Stafford finds his back. Kyron Williams. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford again. He finds Johnson. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has it down close. Touchdown, L.A. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. From the 38. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they bring him down around the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll throw on 1st. That's taken in by Cup. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Escapes the pocket. He's got it! Touchdown, Seattle! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
All right, here we go. Huge play for the Rams, going for 2. Stafford from the gun. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again following the sack. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! And the Rams have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They'll run with Johnson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford now. The back grabs it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
All right, here we go. Huge play for the Rams, going for 2. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working quickly here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks needing 4 points. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion left. From the 28. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Here he is to throw. Misfire there, couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Here's Williams to start the drive, and he works his way for a gain of 4. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Ferguson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Seattle.